Welcome to this quick start tutorial in coil building. One great technique that we use when we are creating with clay. Coil building is great for creating unusual shapes and getting height out of pieces. To coil build, we don't need much actually, we just need our clay obviously, a little bit of water and slip, so I'm just creating at the moment. Slip is just water and clay, so you can see it's just breaking down the clay there. We use that like a glue. And then from your clay kit, you'll just be needing a sponge and your wooden tool. You can use your needle tool if need be. Get your clay out of its packet. It may have been there for a wee while, might have a bit of condensation, so just give it a good knead before we begin. Just take a piece of clay that you can squish in your hand. Then you just want to lay it down and using our fingers roll that clay out. The key here is to keep even pressure throughout that sausage of clay. So we're just going to roll that out now. I'm going to get it to about 1 centimetre thick. You can just rock it back and forwards just to get it nice and even. And there you go, that is our first coil. So for this example, I'm just going to be showing you a trinket dish that we're going to add some sides to using a coil. So I pre-made a slab for the bottom of this dish, and here we're just going to attach our coil to add some height to this piece. So we just need to score our slab piece, and we're just roughing up the clay. It doesn't need to look perfect or even, we just need to rough up the edges of the clay. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same along the top of our coil. Here we want to add a bit of our slip. As you can see, that clay is broken down nicely and we've just got this thick toothpaste consistency here. So we're just going to use this like a glue, and we're going to add that to our bottom piece and to the coil itself. And then from there, we just stick those two sides together. And taking your needle tool, just want to cut where it will join. And then going in again, roughing up the edges, scoring that clay, adding a bit of slip to stick it together. And that's your first step. Now before we continue adding layers and getting more height depending on what you're wanting to do, you do need to go and attach this coil to the bottom piece. So to do that, take your wooden tool, that down into that bottom piece. See, with my outside hand, I'm just supporting that shape. And smoothing it out as you go. And you'll need to do the outside as well. Once you've finished blending the inside and the outside, then you can move on to your next layer. So if you're going to make a cup, for example, you would just roll out another coil, then score both the top and the coil, add the slip, and keep adding and adding and then blending as you go until you get to your desired height. So that is coiling in a nutshell.